Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to do something truly special. We are sitting here on June 27th, 2026, and the world is absolutely obsessed with the FIFA World Cup. It feels like every conversation, every cafe, and every street corner is buzzing with talk about the games. I want to take you through what has happened so far, focusing on the stars, the drama, and those moments that just make you love football. Let's start with the narrative that everyone is obsessed with, the legends. We are living in a time where we are seeing the final chapters of the greatest careers in the history of the sport. Lionel Messi is out there on the pitch, and honestly, every time he takes a free kick, I find myself standing up, just waiting for the magic. It's not just about the goals, you know? It's the way he maneuvers through the midfield. He's 39, but his brain is still moving faster than anyone else's. He's playing as a deep-lying playmaker, dropping back, pulling the strings, and distributing the ball with the precision of a surgeon. In the match against the group stage opponents, there was this one moment. He was surrounded by 3 players, and he just glided past them like they were standing still. The crowd didn't even cheer. They were just in awe. And then, just across the world, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. The physical dedication is what gets me. Most players at his age are retired or playing in much slower leagues, but here he is, leading his team with that same intense, burning desire to win. He's not playing every single minute of every game, but when he's on, he's a focal point. He had that goal against the North American team where he soared into the air, that classic jump of his, and the header was unstoppable. It's like watching a movie that keeps getting sequels, and he refuses to let the hero lose his powers. The passion is still there, screaming into the camera after a goal, demanding the best from his teammates. It's beautiful to watch. But let's shift gears to the new generation because, my goodness, are they ready to take the throne? Kylian Mbappe has been the standout player of this tournament. He's in his prime now, and he's playing with a level of confidence that is honestly intimidating. He isn't just the fastest player on the pitch. He's the smartest. When he has the ball at his feet and he's running at a defender, you can see the panic in the defender's eyes. He can go left, he can go right, or he can just blast it into the top corner. His hat trick in the opening game was a reminder that the future of football is in his hands. And then there is our very own rising superstar, Arda Güler. Watching his growth has been one of the most rewarding experiences of this World Cup. He's become the heartbeat of his team. His technical ability is just exquisite. I'm talking about those first touches, the way he turns in tight spaces, and that vision. Oh, the vision. He's constantly looking for that killer pass, the one that breaks the line and creates a chance out of nothing. The maturity he's showing at such a young age is rare. He doesn't look nervous. He looks like he's playing in his backyard. It's so refreshing to see someone play with such joy. We cannot forget Erling Haaland, can we? He's the classic number 9, redefined for the modern game. He's not participating much in the build-up play, but as soon as the team enters the final third, he's the predator waiting for his moment. There was a cross into the box in the match last night, and Haaland barely moved, but he positioned his body perfectly to meet the ball with his chest and finish it. It's pure instinct. He's not trying to do anything fancy. He's just trying to score, and he does it better than anyone else in the world. He makes scoring goals look so simple, but we all know that at this level, there is nothing simple about it. The chemistry between these players, the way the teams are setting up, and the tactical battles have been fascinating. The coaches are playing high-stakes chess. Some teams are playing with a back 3, some are pressing high, and some are parking the bus, hoping to catch their opponents on the counterattack. And every team, has scouted their opponents down to the smallest detail. There's no such thing as an easy game anymore. You see the giants of the game struggling against teams that were considered underdogs just a few weeks ago. The atmosphere in the stadiums, though, that's what I'm really enjoying. The fans are painting the streets in their colors, the singing, the drums, the collective gasps when someone misses a sitter. It's all part of the theater. This World Cup is reminding us why we fell in love with this game in the first place. It's the unpredictability of it all. Now, moving beyond the individual stars, let's talk about the tactical evolution we're witnessing in this tournament. It's absolutely fascinating. If you look at the matches played over the last few days, you can see how much the game has changed even since 2022. The emphasis on high-intensity pressing is just everywhere. You see teams that have no business running for 90 minutes, constantly hunting for the ball in the opponent's half. It's tiring just to watch, honestly, but it's incredibly effective. It forces mistakes, and that's when the top-tier players, like those we mentioned before, really thrive. Take the midfield battles, for example. We've moved away from the era of the classic number 10 who just stands there and waits for the ball. Now everyone has to be a hybrid player. You need your midfielders to be defensive rocks 1 minute and creative sparks the next. It's demanding, and that's why you're seeing so many teams use their full 5 substitutions before the 75th minute. The bench has become just as important as the starting 11. I was watching one game where the manager brought on fresh legs, and the entire momentum shifted. The fresh players were faster, more aggressive, and they completely overwhelmed the tired defense. It's a game of chess, as I said, and the pieces are moving faster than ever. And what about the defensive lines? We're seeing a lot of teams opting for a very high defensive line, almost pushing their center backs to the halfway line. It's a risky strategy because one long ball, one mistake, and the striker is through on goal. But it makes the pitch feel so much smaller, doesn't it? It compresses the play, makes it harder for teams to find space, and leads to those frantic end-to-end sequences that make us lose our minds. You see a cross, a block, a quick pass, a sprint, a tackle. It's all happening in the blink of an eye. I also have to talk about the goalkeepers. They aren't just shot stoppers anymore. They're the first point of the attack. You see them playing short passes, coming out of the box, sweeping up long balls. It's like they're the 11 outfield players. Watching a goalkeeper start an attack from their own 6-yard box and seeing it result in a goal at the other end is just pure poetry. It requires so much confidence and composure. You can't afford to be jittery. One bad pass and your team is in trouble. But the goalkeepers this year are looking so composed, so sure of themselves. Speaking of composure, can we talk about the intensity of the penalty shootouts we've seen so far? There's nothing, and I mean nothing, more nerve-wracking in sport than a penalty shootout at the World Cup. It's the ultimate test of nerves. You have players who have played hundreds of games, who have won titles and trophies, and they're walking up to that spot, and you can see them shaking. The silence in the stadium before they start their run-up. It's deafening. You can hear a pin drop. And when they score, the explosion of noise is just incredible. But when they miss or when the keeper saves it, the heartbreak is visible. It's a reminder that these players are human. They feel the weight of their entire nation on their shoulders. It's these human moments, the ones that aren't about the goals or the fancy footwork, that stick with me. It's the way players console each other after a loss, the way they help an opponent up after a hard tackle, the way they acknowledge the crowd even when they're hurting. This is the stuff that goes beyond the game. It's about respect, sportsmanship, and shared passion. It doesn't matter what country you support. When you see a player give everything they have for 90 minutes, you can't help but admire it. I also want to touch upon the tactical diversity. We've seen teams from different continents bringing their own unique styles. You have the South American teams with their flair, the European teams with their tactical discipline, the African teams with their incredible speed and physicality, and the Asian teams with their organization and work rate. It's a beautiful clash of philosophies. Everyone is learning from everyone else. And it's making the football better, more unpredictable, and more exciting. As we stand here on June 27, 2026, looking at the unfolding drama of this tournament, it's clear that we are witnessing something truly timeless. Whether it is the final dance of legends like Messi and Ronaldo, the explosive rise of superstars like Mbappe and Güler, or the clinical precision of a finisher like Haaland, this World Cup has reminded us why football is the beautiful game. It transcends borders, unites nations, and creates memories that last a lifetime. Every pass, every save, and every goal is a story in itself, written by the world's greatest athletes under the brightest lights. So, as the tournament heads toward its climax, let's sit back, enjoy the magic, and appreciate these moments while they last. After all, the World Cup doesn't just crown a champion, it writes history. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the heart of the 2026 World Cup. Let's keep watching and let's keep dreaming.